We can call the method lock multiple times on a ReentrantLock object. The getHoldCount method of the ReentrantLock class returns the number of times lock method has been called on a ReentrantLock object. Namaste everyone, I am Gyan and you are watching lesson 20 of Java and Web, Multithreading in Java. The getHoldCount method is a public method of ReentrantLock object which returns integer. It returns total number of hold counts by caller thread on a given lock. Hold counts means total number of lock on a given ReentrantLock object. We have the Java file check.java. In the check.java we have the class check. In the class check we have the method main. In the method main we are creating a new object of type ReentrantLock class. Then after we are creating two new threads by using the class myThread. The names of the threads are T1 and T2. We are passing the same reference variable of type ReentrantLock in both the threads. After that, we are starting the two threads. Then we have another Java file, mythread.java. In mythread.java, we have the class myThread, which extends the class thread. In the class myThread, we have an instance variable of type ReentrantLock. And in the parameterized constructor of the class myThread, we are initializing the value of the instance variable by the value passed by the method main of the class check. So all the threads which are created by using the class myThread will use the same ReentrantLock object. Then after, in the method run, we are printing the name of the current thread trying for the lock. After that, the thread which first gets the chance will call the method lock by using the reference variable L of type ReentrantLock class. The thread which calls the first lock, that thread only can call the second lock because the another thread will not able to get the first lock itself. Therefore, if we assume that the thread T1 gets the first chance to call the lock method, then the two locks will be taken by the thread T1, and at this time the thread T2 does not have any lock. Whenever a thread calls the lock method, it increases the hold count by 1. So calling the first lock method, the hold count will be increased to 1 for the thread T1, and by calling the second lock method, the hold count will be increased to 2 for the thread T1. So after these two statements, the hold count for the thread T1 will be 2. Remember here we are assuming that the thread T1 gets the first chance. If the thread T2 gets the first chance, the same thing will happen with the thread T2. Then after we are printing the name of the current thread which got the two locks, got the lock. Then after we have a loop which starts from 0 and goes up to 4. In this loop, we are calling the sleep method. The current thread will sleep for 1 second, means 1000 milliseconds. After sleeping, the thread prints the name of the thread plus the value of I, means the number of iteration. Therefore, if the thread T1 gets the first chance to execute this loop, then the thread T1 will print T11, T12, T13 and T14. After that, the thread T1 will print the number of hold count by calling the method getHoldCount by using the reference variable L. We know that currently 2 locks has been held by the thread T1. Therefore, calling this method will return 2 number of locks that will be returned by this method. After that, the thread T1 calls the first unlock method and again prints the number of lock T1 got. At this time, T1 has only one hold count because one hold count has been unlocked here. Therefore, here only one hold count remains for the thread T1. Therefore, calling the method getHoldCount by using the reference variable L will return 1 and here it will print one number of lock. After that, the thread T1 calls another unlock method. By calling the second unlock method, the thread T1 releases all the locks and hold count for the thread T1 reduced to 0. Therefore, calling L.getHoldCount returns 0 and it prints 0 number of lock. After that, we are printing thread name releases the lock. After the thread T1 unlocks both the locks, then the thread T2 gets a chance to come inside and execute this loop. And same thing happens for the thread T2. Let's try this code practically. Open check.java and this is the same code as we have seen. Open mythread.java and this is the same code as we have seen. Try to compile these two codes, Java C, mythread.java check.java compiles fine. Now run it. Java check. It runs fine, and T1 got the first chance to execute. T1 is printing the loop, and then expected output we got. T2 is getting the second chance to execute the loop. Here the thread T2 gets the lock before the thread T1 calls getHoldCount method for the third time. So I hope you got all my points. That's all for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe my channel on YouTube, like my page on Facebook, and leave your valuable comments in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.